game. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones, they through. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. I buy like 23, won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cat?
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
Chicago.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he completes it to Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that. Touchdown, Chicago!
Complete.
Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Cousins. But he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
By Kyle Fuller.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Now he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
A gain of 8
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go.
It's got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Made by Robert Quinn.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Cook on the first down, much more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bears 10, Vikings 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cullen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down, Bears.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cullen, complete. Oh, Cullen lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Recovered by
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
the 47-yard line.
On second down, this is Madison. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 25, Alexander Madison, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Cousins now from the 50. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going on the ground with Madison. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Broke one.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
19-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth? And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 36.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they got the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robert. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 27-yard line.
From the 27, Cousins. And Fields get it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Bears 17.
There's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
I like it!
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start to... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Bears' first down.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen.
Trubisky's pass.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
First down, Bears.
Again, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Montgomery. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Chicago.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Trubisky to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run again on first down. Cook found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Madison. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's out to the left and complete. Well, he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The trip down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And he's been a busy busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
31. Bears 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard complete. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up.
They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made by Robert.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
On the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Trubisky.
All you got to do is look at.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Play action. It's Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
It's a gain of
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now Trubisky rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it.
Here he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase